vlogging a little bit today, not too much, like as you can see. It was mainly just b-roll, so it wasn't like a lot of vlogging. But I wanted to kind of get back to vlogging a little bit, mainly because I feel like I've been gone from vlogging for a while, you know, ever since I got sick back in December. I just have like not felt like up to vlogging. So I figured that I would start vlogging again. And I really want to get back into it, mainly because I'm going to go to Disneyland for my birthday. So I really want to like be able to go to Disneyland and feel comfortable vlogging again. I feel like vlogging is kind of like a thing where you can kind of unlearn it if you don't do it enough, so it starts to be a little like awkward. And I don't want it to be awkward, I want it to be normal. So yeah. Also, I feel like we have just a lot to catch up on anyway. I did get this really cute pop socket, and it has Anna on it. I don't know if it'll like focus on her or something, you know. Oh well. It's really cute though. Super adorable. Also, I've read 3 books so far this year. The first one was The Princes of Summer or something like that. I'll put like the title and stuff right here. I gave that one like a 3 out of 5 stars, I want to say. I listened to that on audiobook and it was alright. It's not great. It was just something that I needed to kind of get me into the beginning of the year, and it was fine. And then I read Wicked Saints and I gave that a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I ended up getting it from Book Outlet. It was amazing. It was so much better than I expected it to be, mainly because I'd heard a lot of like mixed reviews for that book, and I was just like, is it gonna be good? Is it not gonna be good? I have no idea. I didn't really know what to expect from it. I knew it was gonna be a little dark, and just like, I don't know, like I follow Emily A. Duncan on Twitter, and she's like a big Reylo stan, and she loves Star Wars, so I'm like, and for like the way that she presents herself on Twitter, I'm just like, it's gotta be interesting. So I ended up really liking it, so I'm glad that I went ahead and picked it up. Also, I forgot I have to plug my phone in because it's gonna die, so we're gonna do that really quick. The last book that I've read recently was Lost Stars by Claudia Gray, and this is a Star Wars book. It is a hefty boy, and it's so heavy. Like, if you've ever held this book, I don't know what the hardcover is like. I'm sure the hardcover is even heavier, but I have the paperback, and this book is probably one of the heaviest books that I own. And I own like a couple of Cassandra Clare and Sarah J. Maas books. This book is heavy. I'm like genuinely surprised. It's not even that long of a book. It's, I think, about 550 pages, which is long, but not like the longest book that I own. But the pages are so thick that it's like, this book could, like, you could throw it at somebody and it would probably kill them, or at least seriously injure them. But I loved this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Oh, it's amazing. I'm not gonna like go into too much detail about it because this isn't a wrap up, and I'm gonna do a wrap up at the end of the month. But this is definitely a contender for like my favorite book of the year. It's so good. And if you like Star Wars, then Claudia Gray's Star Wars books are the best ones that you could read. They're just amazing. Claudia Gray knows what she's doing. She is the queen of Star Wars, and she's definitely my favorite when I'm looking for like a Star Wars author. I think I've read all of her Star Wars books now, which is really sad, but I can always reread them. Like, her books have such good reread potential, and I really want to reread Bloodline. Oh, it's so good. Like, Bloodline is set between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, so it's about Princess Leia, and it's so good. And then this one was amazing. So I've read 3 books this month, which isn't great, but isn't the worst. Like, for some reason, my Januaries are always the worst reading month for me. It's always either I don't read that much in January, or I only read, like, really shitty books in January. But thankfully this month I've gone 2 for 3 with my 5 out of 5 stars, so that's good. And I'm planning to go 3 for 4 because I'm currently reading Defy the Stars by Claudia Gray, and this one's also kind of a chunker, but it's, I think, 50 pages shorter than Lost Stars. So I'm hoping that it's not so bad. This one also isn't as heavy for some reason, so that's kind of nice. But I'm currently, I think, 42 pages into it, so that much into it. And I am loving this so far, and I'm pretty sure that Claudia Gray is going to become one of my favorite authors. She is just so good, and I'm not a sci-fi person. I think I mentioned that in, I want to say, my goals for 2020. That video I mentioned I'm not a sci-fi person, but I want to get into sci-fi this year because I have so many sci-fi books and I've never read any of them. So, but I love Claudia Gray's writing. It's so accessible. It's so fun to read. She just makes sci-fi feel really fun. And I think that's why she does Star Wars so well. Is because like her sci-fi isn't like science-based. It's kind of just more fantasy in space, which I think someone said is kind of more of like a space opera, which I don't really know if that's the correct term, but I'm just going to trust them and say it's similar to a space opera. I'm not really sure what that is. I should probably Google words before I say them, but let me know down in the comments if I'm incorrect. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. Also, this cover is gorgeous. I bought this from Book Outlet, and this paperback is beautiful. I'm not really a paperback person anymore. I used to be when I was younger. I loved paperbacks, but dang, this one kind of reignited my love for paperbacks. Same with this one. Like these books, this book is so photogenic. Like if anything, just buy the book because it's so beautiful. Like you wouldn't think so because it's just black with like, you know, half of the Empire and half of the Rebellion, but it's gorgeous and it photographs so beautifully. And it's just, I don't know, I think it's something about like the block lettering and then the beautiful ship like crashing down onto the planet and then like, gorgeous. And this was like friends to lovers-ish to hate to love, and it was a journey between these characters because they start off as like best friends and then they kind of start to have feelings for each other, but then, this isn't a spoiler, one of them goes off to the Empire, and then the other goes to the Rebellion. So it turns to this, like, hatred sort of thing. And it's so good. I want to scream about this all the time, but I know that a lot of my followers and subscribers don't like Star Wars or are not interested in Star Wars. But I mean, if I can convert you into a Star Wars fan, I'm gonna do whatever I can. I need more people to be into Star Wars. It's just the best. This might be its own vlog. It's starting to be pretty long. Like, it's already 9.5 minutes long. And I know I said that I wouldn't buy anything fun because I have to save up for Disneyland, but I decided that because of these paperbacks were about $6 each, $5 or $6 each, that I would buy them for myself because I really want them, and I've been hearing some pretty good things about both of them. One more than the other, but I'm very interested in reading both of them. So the first one I got was The Last Shot by Daniel Jose Older, and this is a Star Wars novel. This is a Han and Lando novel, and it's really adorable. Like, I don't know why, but a lot of the Star Wars paperbacks come in this very strange shape where it's not really a mass market paperback. It's a bit taller, but it's just such a strange size. Like, here's a normal paperback, like not a tall one, but just a normal. And then here is the like Star Wars paperback. It's very strange why they decided to take this shape. But I've been hearing a lot of stuff about this having some good like baby Ben Solo content, so I'm very intrigued. But it has a really low rating on Goodreads, and that makes me a little nervous. A lot of people are saying that it's the worst Star Wars book, but I don't know if that's just like, you know, the fandom menace trying to lower the rating for some reason. Like, they don't like Daniel Jose Older, or they don't like what he wrote, or whatever. Or they don't like the content, I mean. Like, usually the fandom menace is not about quality, it's about the content. So they're usually upset about the content, which is annoying. The fandom menace is literally the worst. But anyway, If you don't know what that is, don't even worry about it. It's a Star Wars thing, and it's very toxic. But anyway, so I don't really know if those reviews are genuine or not. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm also really excited. I've never read anything from Daniel Jose Older, but I know that a lot of people really like his writing, so I'm interested. And then the last book I got was The Last Jedi, and this is the expanded edition, like novelization of The Last Jedi. And as you guys know, The Last Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie, and I love it, and it's just amazing. And I love this cover. Isn't it beautiful with like the white and then like the movie poster, and it's just so beautiful. And this one is by Jason Fry, which I don't know who that is, and I've never read anything by him. So it says he's the author of Star Wars The Last Jedi and has written or co-written more than 40 novels, short stories, and other works set in the galaxy. Oh, so he's like a Star Wars writer, I guess. I don't think I've ever read, oh, maybe I have read something from him. I'm not sure though. It's been a long time. Like, when I was reading Star Wars novels, it was back when I was around maybe 9 or 10. So it's been over 10 years since, let's just say that. It's been over 10 years since I've read, like, Star Wars novels consistently. So I don't know if I've read anything by him. I would have to, like, go on Goodreads and check. I just started getting into Star Wars The Clone Wars. And oh my gosh, that show... like, I love it. It took me a little while, like a couple episodes, like the first few ones in the first season are like, I don't know if I'm going to watch this, but I love it. It's so good. It's way better than the movie. Like, I remember I went to go see the movie in theaters, and it was so bad. Oh my gosh, it was almost embarrassing how bad that movie was. But... the show is really good, and I love Ahsoka, and I have the Ahsoka book, but I wanted to finish the entire series before I read it, because I didn't want to be spoiled for anything, and surprisingly, I haven't been spoiled for anything that really happens in Star Wars The Clone Wars, but I don't know, I'm really excited. There's like 6 seasons, and then they're doing a 7th season, which I'm just like... how am I supposed to get through that many seasons? I'm not a TV show watcher. Like, really the only shows I've gotten all the way through are, like, Gossip Girl, The Office, Parks and Rec, 30 Rock. I love that show. I did just finish Anne with an E, which was really good. I like Schitt's Creek. I like Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I guess I do watch a bit of television, but not... as much as everybody else. Like, I don't really watch, I never watched Game of Thrones. Like, I did for a couple seasons, but it was just, like, I wasn't super into it. I don't, like, keep up with television, so, you know, I'll either come in a couple years too late, or I'll start watching something and then forget about it. Like, there are plenty of shows that I've started and have never watched any other episodes from. Ooh, I did just watch the season of You. That was really good. Okay, I guess this is now a television YouTube channel. I got home a couple hours, or an hour or two ago. I don't know. And I made fettuccine alfredo. It was delicious. And basically I'm taking one class a semester because I'm kind of like transferring out of the school and into a different one. But this semester I'm taking a British Lit class, which is interesting. I don't know if I like it yet or not. It's okay. I think the thing I don't like about it, though, is that we have to carry around our textbooks, which I hate. I wish that wasn't a thing. Like, I get it because it's a lit class, but I took Intro to Lit last semester, which is so funny. I take so many classes out of order, so I'm like, I'll take my intro class, like, way late, after I've already taken, like, Shakespeare and stuff like that, and American Lit, and whatever. But, yeah, like, last semester, we just had, like, very small books, and so it was super easy just to throw it in my backpack or whatever. And now we have, like, these big freaking textbooks that are, like, this big. They're so heavy, and there's 3 of them. So that sucks. And also, since I don't have a car, I don't drive, I can't just like keep the textbooks in my car. I have to carry them around everywhere with me, so that sucks. But whatever, it's okay. I have this really cute bag now. And it's huge. It's this big. It's giant, and it keeps all my stuff in there. I also have a little Kylo Ren doll hanging from my bag, so everybody knows I love Kylo Ren. And yeah, my water bottle, I need to fill that up because I drank all my water today. I bought this to make lattes every morning because I got an espresso machine for Christmas. So, and I also have a 9:30 class, and I commute every day, so by the time I get to campus, there's not any time to actually go like buy a coffee. So I just get up and make my coffee in the morning. I pack my own lunch. So I think I've probably been saving money, to be honest. Or I don't know. It probably comes out to around the same, honestly. I'm not not a super expensive eater. Like, I can just kind of snack like a little bit, you know, and then I'm fine. So it's not like, oh, I was like spending so much money on food before. Like, no, I was probably spending about like maybe $3 a day on food because I would just buy like crackers and cheese, and I'd be like, that's a meal, right? So but yeah, so I got this just to bring my coffee in, so I drink that while I go to class, and that's my life. So I guess that's kind of a life update for everyone. But I definitely want to vlog more often, and hopefully I can do that. I had a lot of fun taking little videos today. Also, I got this folder from the 99-cent store. As you can see, I'm using my ring light. But I got this from the 99-cent store. It has Kylo Ren, it has some stormtroopers, it has Captain Phasma, there's Kylo Ren on the back, it says Star Wars The Force Awakens. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the inside. Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. I'll keep you all updated throughout the week and throughout the month, the rest of the month at least, and February and March, because my birthday's in March. So we're going to Disneyland the 21st and the 22nd, I want to say. Yeah. The 21st and the 22nd, so that's when we're going to Disneyland, and it's for my birthday. It's my golden birthday on the 25th. So I'm turning 25 on the 25th, and I'm so excited. I'm not going to get to go on my birthday, which is a little sad for me, but I am going to get to go. And then the next weekend, we're going to go to California Adventure, because we're going to get the 3-day pass, which is the California, like the Southern California deal or whatever that they do every year, and we didn't really use it last year, so I'm like, for my birthday I really want to go to Disneyland, I want to make this happen, let's do it. And you know, we're gonna get the $199 ticket, and that gets you in for 3 days, and it's not a park hopper, so it's just one park per day, but you can use it on non-consecutive days. So we're gonna get to go on both, like that one weekend and then also the next weekend, so that'll be fun. And I'm just really excited. So I'm definitely gonna vlog my experience at Disneyland, as always. I know my Disneyland vlogs don't do very well, which is kind of sad. I love watching Disneyland vlogs. I know Walt Disney World vlogs are so much more popular, but I don't even know if or when I will ever get to go back to Walt Disney World. I hope I get to go soon. I'm like hoping and planning for next year that I'll get to go to Walt Disney World. But I know I'll also want to go to BookCon next year, probably, because I'm not going to get to go this year. I already know it. It's just not going to work out for me, which is really sad. It's just not in a very good spot for me for some reason. It's just like in the worst spot that it could possibly be. I feel like if I had already graduated at this point, it'd be fine, because I would just have to take work off. But trying to take school off at that time of the year is just so difficult. So, yeah. It's really sad, though. I'm definitely going to Y'all West, though. I love Y'all West. I went last year, and it was so much fun. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about everything because, you know, we need content for the other vlogs. But yeah, anyway, I will see you guys later. And I think this is the end of the vlog because I've already been filming for 24 minutes. So I will see you all in my next one. Bye!